Listen up, because I'm tired, but I committed to this, so I'm going to see it through. Day 7 Diddy trial. Don't mind the makeshift do-rag, my hair is falling out again. Okay, day 7. Diddy's former assistant, David James, was called to the stand. He had the courtroom laughing during his cross-exam. So this man testified that he worked for Diddy from 07 to 09. And today we found out exactly why he left. And it had everything to do with the incident at the restaurant when Diddy found out that Suge Knight was there. So he said that Diddy never stayed anywhere alone. Cassie was usually with him. And if she wasn't, then there was other women. Diddy's favorite hotel was the Trump International. And his assistant said that he would prep the rooms for him. He would equip them with pill bottles such as Viagra, X, and Perkies. He also had pills that would increase his sperm count. He then testified that Diddy never wanted this stuff on the record. So, baby oil, condoms, lube. So the assistant would pay for it with his credit card, and then Diddy would reimburse him. He testified that Diddy's security team would carry around a Louis bag that had $10,000+ in it, and it was his security team that would pay him back. Y'all, Diddy put this man through a lot of shit. He even had him take a lie detector test from a man that he claimed to be a former FBI agent. He said it was very intimidating, but he didn't refuse because he wanted to keep his job. And this was all surrounding items going missing, Diddy's watch going missing, things like that. It happened again. He also testified that he was at Diddy's parties, and Diddy would often record the parties. And there was a time where Diddy said, "Hey, Playboy, was that you dancing at the party?" And he said, yes. And he said, "I'm going to keep the recording in case I ever need it." So, as I said, he quit his job because of an incident where he was picking up food for Diddy and Suge Knight was there. So he told Diddy that Suge Knight was there. And apparently somebody gave Suge Knight a pew-pew, and then the assistant told Diddy, he's at the diner. Diddy said he was going. Cassie was crying because she wanted Diddy to go. Diddy said, "I'm going." He testified that that was the first time he realized his life was truly in danger. And that was the moment that he realized he needed to quit. Diddy had this man working 20 hours a day. So anyway, moving on. We also have Sheree Hayes that was on the stand today. He's 51 years old. He's from Harlem, and yes, he is the Punisher. He testified that he was a male exotic dancer from 2012 to 2016, that he had a website, and that Cassie had reached out to him for a private performance. Just like Daniel Phillip, remember, he was the first male escort to testify. He was the first one that said that he thought that he was going to, get there and be performing for a bunch of women, and found out it was just Cassie and Diddy. He said it was 2012 and he was told to go to the Trump International Hotel. He said that Cassie handed him $800 up front not to look or speak to her husband and follow her lead. He said that Diddy walked in the room with nothing on and that his face was covered with a Muslim veil. He said that the only thing showing on Diddy other than his body was his eyes, and he had Astroglide in his hands. She then gave him another $1,200, and that was the first of 8 to 12 sessions. He said another night they realized who they were because they saw a welcome message on the hotel TV. Alright, moving on. Then Special Agent Gerard Gannon was the final witness today. He will be back tomorrow, but I will summarize what he has said. He was the lead agent that raided Diddy's home in Miami. He testified that the search was part of a human trafficking investigation. And he testified that he learned that Diddy and his family were leaving the country. So they waited for him to leave because they did not want him to be present. That is why the raid began so late, which was around 3 p.m. He said that the agents did not knock. They used an armed vehicle to bust through the front gate. He said that in the house they found multiple AR-15s, loaded magazines, serial numbers scratched off, dozens of S toys, 8 bottles of Astroglide, baby oil, condoms, lingerie, and even 7-inch platform heels. He then held in an evidence bag AR-15 receivers. As for the rest of the items, the jury was shown photos of what they collected. He also testified it's very difficult to find out who the